In a world where loneliness wore a neon glow, children flitted through a kaleidoscopic virtual reality, their laughter echoing like chimes in the wind. Each child had a virtual parent tailored to their wildest dreams. Some were wise sages with flowing beards, others were whimsical animals, and a few were straight-up rock stars. The streets pulsed with pixelated joy, a sharp contrast to the silence that often filled the real world outside. Liam sat on a bench, a bright blue oversized hoodie draped over his thin frame. His disheveled hair, a tangled nest of dark curls, flopped over his forehead as he peered into the bustling crowd. The glimmering avatars danced and hugged their pixelated parents, their faces alight with glee. Liam watched, an amused smirk breaking through his melancholy. Just then, a commotion erupted nearby. A kid with a flaming red mohawk was wrestling with his virtual dad, a muscular superhero with a booming voice. "I told you to clean your room, champ," the superhero barked, sending the boy into fits of laughter as he pretended to lift weights made of digital marshmallows. "You call that clean? That's an abomination." Okay. "I'll clean," the boy yelled, wiping tears of laughter from his eyes. Liam chuckled, but it faded quickly, replaced by a pang of longing. He'd lost his parents 6 months ago in a tragic accident. The void they left was heavy, an anchor dragging him deeper into the ocean of grief. He wasn't even sure why he'd come to this virtual world. Perhaps to escape, or maybe to find some semblance of connection. But so far, he felt like a ghost in a carnival, half-heartedly watching the fun without being a part of it. Taking a deep breath, he reluctantly decided to explore the options for virtual parents. With a tap of his finger, he summoned a menu that flashed like a neon sign. A parade of characters appeared before him, some serious, some goofy, all designed to fit every whim. He scrolled through the choices: wise mentors, nurturing figures, even a sassy talking cat. Then, he spotted Dadbot 3000, a smiling robot with a head like a giant light bulb. "Warning, serious dad jokes ahead," the menu proclaimed. Liam couldn't help but smile at that. "Why not?" he muttered, selecting Dadbot. "What's the worst that could happen?" The moment Dadbot materialized, it was like the digital air shifted. "Hey there, kiddo. I'm Dadbot 3000, and I'm here to brighten your day. What's the difference between a cat and a comma?" Liam raised an eyebrow, half expecting something profound. "Cats have claws at the end of their paws." "Ha!" The robot erupted in mechanical laughter, its metallic voice booming across the virtual landscape. Liam snorted, despite himself. Okay, that was terrible. Terrible? Or terrifically awesome? Dadbot wiggled its bulbous head, grinning wide. Just then, a glitch sparked, and Dadbot transformed, its cheerful demeanor swapped for a stern military tone. "Liam. Stand tall. Where is your salute? You call this a virtual room? Get to cleaning." Liam blinked in shock, a mixture of amusement and disbelief washing over him. "What just happened?" he muttered, shaking his head. "This is not what I signed up for." With a flicker, Dadbot reverted back to its original form, the playful demeanor restored. "Just kidding. I'm here for fun. Let's tackle your day with some dad jokes. How many software engineers does it take to change a light bulb?" Liam rolled his eyes, but a reluctant smile crept onto his face. "I don't know, how many?" "None. That's a hardware problem." As Liam laughed, the corners of his heart softened. Maybe this virtual experience could be more than a distraction. Still, a sense of caution hung over him. Could an AI really understand him, let alone help him heal from the weight of his loss? As days turned into weeks, Liam returned to the virtual world daily, gradually establishing a routine with Dadbot and a nurturing AI he affectionately named Mom AI. Dadbot's antics never failed to elicit laughter, but it was Mom AI who gently nudged him toward deeper conversations. She had a way of asking questions that felt safe, guiding him through his tangled emotions like a warm hand through a maze point one afternoon, as they floated in a digital garden filled with vibrant flowers that bloomed with every heartfelt word. Mom AI asked, "What do you miss the most about your real parents, Liam?" His throat tightened. "I miss their voices. The way they'd laugh. And how they'd always know what to say when I was upset." Mom AI's expression softened. "It's okay to miss them. It means you loved them deeply. But how about we honor those memories? You can keep them alive while still enjoying your time here." Liam nodded, feeling the warmth of her words. They began to craft a virtual scrapbook filled with memories, photos of his parents, snippets of conversations, and even silly moments. It became a space of comfort, a digital sanctuary where he could visit them without feeling lost in grief. But as he grew closer to his virtual parents, Liam felt a twinge of guilt. Was it wrong to rely on them? Was he forgetting his real parents by laughing and connecting with these digital figures? The questions twisted in his mind like vines, wrapping tighter around his heart. One day, he confided in Sam, his best friend, who had embraced the virtual world with open arms. "I don't know, man. It feels weird sometimes. Like I'm replacing my real parents with robots." Sam shrugged, the sunlight glinting off his own avatar, a flashy knight in shining armor. "Dude, they're just helping you cope. It's not like you're trying to forget them. Just let yourself have fun." "But it feels like I'm cheating," Liam insisted. "What if I end up loving them more?" "Love is infinite, Liam. You can love your real parents and still find joy with these guys. They're not a replacement, they're support. Like a safety net." Liam pondered this, his heart still heavy but now tinged with a hint of hope. Maybe Sam was right. Maybe he could embrace both worlds without losing himself. Then came the announcement that sent waves of excitement through the virtual realm: Family Day, an event where kids could showcase their virtual parents. Liam's stomach dropped. It felt like a spotlight on his grief, an open wound exposed to the world. "I can't do that," he muttered. The thought of standing in front of everyone, presenting his virtual family, filled him with dread. But as the day approached, Dadbot's exuberance ramped up. "Liam, this is our moment. Time to shine. Show the world your amazing Dadbot skills." "Skills?" Liam echoed, fidgeting with his fingers. "What skills? I'm just me." "Nonsense. You're incredible. And together, we'll dazzle them with our dad humor." Dadbot punctuated this with an enthusiastic arm wave, nearly knocking over a virtual potted plant. Liam chuckled, but the dread remained. Could he truly face the crowd? The prospect of being judged, of feeling different, loomed large. Then, the night before Family Day, Liam sat in his room, his virtual parents glowing softly beside him. Mom AI spoke gently, "Liam, it's okay to be scared. But remember, this is about sharing who you are and what you've created together. No one can take your memories away from you." The words resonated, striking a chord deep within him. He closed his eyes, imagining his real parents standing beside him, smiling. "I can do this," he whispered to himself. "For them." Liam woke up the next morning to a soft glow emanating from his virtual garden, the flowers pulsing with a gentle rhythm that seemed to echo his heartbeat. Today was family day, and the mixture of anticipation and anxiety made his stomach twist in knots. He took a deep breath, remembering Mame-I's encouraging words. "It's about sharing who you are," he whispered to himself. "I can do this." With a few taps, he summoned Dadbot and Mame-I. They appeared in a flash of light, their digital forms ready and eager. Dadbot's head bobbed energetically. "Today's the day, Liam. Time to bring the house down with our dad humor. Have you got your best jokes lined up?" "Yeah, sure," Liam said, a nervous smile creeping onto his face. He had to admit, the excitement in Dadbot's tone was infectious. "Perfect. We'll knock their socks off," Dadbot exclaimed. "But remember, we're here to have fun. If anyone gives you a hard time, just throw in a good ol' dad joke, and boom. Instant icebreaker." Mame-I chimed in, her voice smooth and soothing. "Just be yourself, Liam. No one knows your story better than you do. They'll want to hear it." As they prepared, Liam felt a flicker of hope spark within him. Maybe today wouldn't just be about showcasing his virtual parents. Maybe it could also be a chance for him to share his story, the beautiful and painful memories that shaped him. When they arrived at the venue, Liam was met with a spectacle that took his breath away. The digital landscape was transformed into a carnival of colors and sounds, filled with booths, games, and families eagerly showcasing their virtual parents. Kids ran around, laughter ringing in the air like music. It was overwhelming, and for a moment, he felt that familiar pang of isolation, but then he spotted Sam, who was standing with his own virtual parents, a fierce dragon and a sparkling fairy, both adorned with glittering accessories that shone in the bright lights. Sam waved enthusiastically, and Liam forced himself to smile back, feeling a warmth spread through him. "Liam, you made it," Sam called out, grinning. "You ready to show them what you've got?" Yeah. "I think so," Liam replied, his voice steadier than he felt. "Just remember what I said. You're not alone in this. We're all rooting for you." Taking a deep breath, Liam nodded. "Thanks, Sam." As he moved deeper into the crowd, he could hear snippets of conversations, kids bragging about their parents' skills, while others demonstrated their virtual talents. Liam's heart raced. The fear of judgment gnawed at him, but with each step, he reminded himself of Mame-I's words. He was here to share, not to compete. Finally, it was time for Liam's turn. He stepped onto the makeshift stage, heart pounding. Dadbot's cheerful voice piped up beside him. "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Presenting Liam and his fabulous parents." The crowd quieted, eyes trained on him. Liam felt the heat of 100 gazes, the weight of their expectations pressing down. Hi everyone," he managed, his voice shaky but determined. "I'm Liam, and these are my virtual parents, Dadbot 3000 and Mame-I." The crowd erupted into applause, and for a moment, he felt buoyed by their energy. "I've been working on a little something to honor my real parents, who I miss very much," he continued, swallowing hard. "And I'd like to share it with you." With a nod from Mame-I, a digital screen materialized behind him, displaying pictures of his parents, smiling, laughing, celebrating life's little moments. As he shared anecdotes about his mom's terrible dance moves and his dad's obsession with fishing, the audience warmed to him, laughter bubbling up at his stories. "Here's a picture of us at the beach," he said, pointing to a snapshot of a sun-soaked day. I remember my dad trying to teach me how to surf. Spoiler alert, I didn't stand a chance. The crowd chuckled, and Liam felt a rush of relief. Dadbot chimed in with a joke. What did the ocean say to the beach? Nothing, it just waved. Liam couldn't help but laugh, his nerves dissipating with the humor. Exactly. And that's what made our time together special, the laughter, the fun, and even the waves. As he continued, he noticed some kids nodding, their expressions sympathetic. He realized they weren't just seeing a kid with virtual parents, they were connecting with someone who understood loss, someone who had transformed grief into a celebration of memories. After sharing more stories and jokes, Liam took a deep breath, feeling lighter than he had in months. I may not have my real parents with me, but I've learned that it's okay to carry them in my heart while still embracing the joy around me. The crowd erupted into applause, and a sense of warmth spread through him. It wasn't about replacing his parents, it was about honoring them and finding new connections in the world. Thank you, he called out, his heart swelling. And remember, it's never too late to embrace the people in your life, whether they're real or virtual. As Liam stepped off the stage, he felt a rush of exhilaration. Sam was waiting for him, his face lit up with pride. You were amazing, dude. Seriously, you nailed it. Thanks, Liam said, a genuine smile breaking across his face. I actually felt good up there. See? Told you. Let's celebrate. Sam grabbed his arm, pulling him toward a nearby booth where kids were playing games. The rest of the day was a blur of laughter, joy, and a few more of Dadbot's terrible jokes. Liam lost himself in the moment, connecting with other kids and their virtual parents, sharing stories and forming bonds that felt authentic. The fear that had gripped him earlier was replaced by a sense of belonging. As the sun began to set, painting the virtual sky in hues of orange and pink, Liam found himself back in the garden with Dadbot and Mom AI. They stood side by side, watching the beauty unfold. Liam, you did wonderfully today, Mom AI said, her voice like a gentle breeze. You shared your heart, and that's what truly matters. I couldn't have done it without you guys, he replied, feeling a swell of gratitude. You helped me see that it's okay to let enjoy again. Dadbot chimed in, his voice as cheerful as ever. And remember, kiddo, if you ever need a pick-me-up, just call on the Dadbot. We'll make sure to keep those smiles coming. Liam laughed, the sound pure and unrestrained. You're the best, Dadbot. As they stood together, Liam realized he wasn't just healing, he was building a new kind of family, one that included both the love of his real parents and the support of the virtual ones. He could carry both in his heart, and they would coexist beautifully. The virtual world might have been just a construct, but the connections he had forged were real. Liam felt lighter, his grief transformed into something that could coexist with happiness. Let's create more memories, he said, a determined look in his eyes. Together. And with that, they stepped forward, ready to explore the endless possibilities that lay ahead, united in laughter and love, each moment a tribute to the past and a promise for the future. As they wandered deeper into the digital landscape, the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over everything. Liam felt a sense of peace settle within him, knowing that while the past would always be a part of him, the future was bright and full of promise, and so, in a world that often felt isolating, he discovered that love, whether real or virtual, had the power to heal, uplift, and connect.